Thanks, kids. Okay, rule number one. Never eat at a place that has an excessively cute or whimsical name, like one that indicates it was founded by some kind of a fictitious curmudgeon that wears a monocle, or one that assigns a personality to the food it serves, like, for instance, the happy turnip or the contented cow, particularly if this is accompanied by a cartoon of the dinner dressed in a sailor suit dancing the hornpipe. Any restaurant that wants you to imagine your food having a great time on shore leave just minutes before its death is run by sadists and does not deserve your patronage. All right, clearing that, you move into the restaurant, bringing us to rule number two. Never eat in any restaurant that decorates with the remnants of transportational vehicles. By this, I mean portions of cable cars, sections of train derailments, World War II air disasters, stagecoach wheels, especially things nautical. Try to remember that I think it's Newton's third law of physics that tells us that it's impossible for fish nets full of glass balls and good food to occupy the same space at the same time. Okay, now if you're clear so far, now you agree to be seated. Of course, you want to make sure that you're seated at a table on a chair, not on an antique container of battery acid or something. Which brings me to rule number three. This is very important. Check out the menu for the appropriate degree of menuness. By this I mean, it ought to look like a menu. It ought to be rectangular in shape with a seam in the middle. It should have food on one side. It should have prices on the other side. It shouldn't give a brief history of the whaling industry. It should not pretend that this is another century. It should not be written on a canoe paddle. It should not be hand-lettered across some guy's butt. Lastly, check the menu for frequent use of the words "our world famous," as in our world famous cheesecake, our world famous salad bar. Not only are these things never world famous, but it can give you such pause for thought about the state of world fame in general that you probably could collapse into a searing depression from which you might never recover. And we don't need that, do we, kids?
No, we don't.
No, we really don't.